Hi, so we are Carbelim. Our name stands for carbon elimination. So we are converting the existing urban infrastructure and industrial environment into carbon removing assets. And whatever the carbon which we are capturing into the biomass, we are converting it into organic biostimulant. So we are incubated at IIT Madras and accelerated by IIM Lucknow. And we are also part of several global accelerator program and being into several awards and prizes as well. So we have raised our idea stage funding with 3CR and looking for our second round of funding raise now. So, regarding the problem we are solving, we know that the climate mitigation actions are right in front of us, and air quality is not less important. And what we are doing is that we are providing solutions. We know that industries are now struggling with the carbon emissions target and with the rising cost of compliance they are facing. And enterprises and governments, we know that the poor indoor air quality and is making them too much driven into policies driven actions, and ESG pressure is also hiking. So there is no one-stop solution for this. We have to get it into an umbrella of solution. So what we are proposing is that our microalgae integrated modular scalable unit. So here we brings in the values of biology, hardware and software together. What we do is that with the microalgae panel, with the engineered in system integrated, we can improve the air quality, capture the carbon, as well as provide ready set ESG reports for the governments and enterprises. So this will help them to meet their climate resilient works. So we know that the government is increasing the regulation and tightening the measurements taking place in the society and the industry fields as well. And industries are also putting heavy investment into ESG infrastructures. And we are also into set for our goals for net zero target. So here what we do is that we provide evidence-driven measurable data for them with our solution. So here how it works. Unlike the heart of the solution we provide here is the algae gel ball technology. This is a patented version of our technology. But unlike normal liquid algae culture, we are providing it's as a gel ball, green balls. So this is helping in maintenance as well, easy for the maintenance. You can see here the downs part, the breakup of our engineering system. This is the Carbelim biomimetic facade. We have 7 US patent and Indian patents applied for that. And here what happens is that when the air channel into the system, it goes to the several pre-filters and then reaches the microalgae, and where the carbon is fixed into the microalgae, the other pollutants like particulate matter, NOx, SOx is also remediated. And in the meantime, with our proprietary IoT sensors, these are also getting into the real-time visibility with the ESG report. So anyone who having web or mobile app can access the real-time data. We have done it pilot in Indian Oil Corporation, Faridabad Research Center, and they are getting the data live as well. So you can get from 5 minutes of time intervals of the data, and also like a combined year of a year also that we can get the data as such. So here you can see we have used the biostimulants in our lab setup where we extruded that biostimulants from the microalgae biomass. So whatever the biomass which comes as a collection on the periodic maintenance usually used to go to as a fertilizer, normal fertilizer. But instead of that, we are trying to bring out revenue out of research tie-up with Tamil Nadu Agriculture University as well. So we have multi-million market, which includes the ESG infrastructure, industry for decarbonization, smart cities. And we are looking into India and GCC market as well as other global markets like Canada as well. So what makes us different is that we have an integrated system, as I talked about. Biology, we have an integrated engineering system, hardware and software. And our primary revenue comes from the hardware and AMC, and the secondary revenue comes from the international distributions. We are also tying up with Thailand, and also one of the distribution now we are discussing with Turkey as well. So this is our traction so far. We have secured in Q1 1.63 crores of revenue, 1.29 crores of revenue. So these are the founding team, and we are looking for the raise. So this is one of the pure air tower we have installed in Delhi, and you can see these are the projects that we have deployed in Canada and Ontario Tech University as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Karthika, for the great pitch and for being on time. So we now open the floor for the Q&A. Any questions or any feedback? Yeah.
So in terms of your revenue, 1.23 crores or whatever you mentioned about the 2 quarters, is it coming from monetization of the data which you talked about for the ESG part, or from the hardware part and the maintenance of that?
Our primary revenue comes from the hardware sale. That's the...
So what are the unit economics for that? Like how much does it cost, and how much do you, what is the markup?
Yeah, so I will give a rough figure right now. Like what we have standardized is that like 100 US dollar for per square meter of CBF panels. So that's the unit. But this comes as an international standard, and we when we work in specific geographies like in India, we are in negotiation. Like we will see how we can go, because there is only early adopters in this market. So we have to adapt it that as a growing company, we have to give the like realization for the customers themselves. So that's why we are giving that relaxation on early bird product approvals. Yeah.
Any other questions? We can take one more question in case. Anyone? Okay, we can move on to the next startup then. Thank you, Dr. Karthika. Huge round of applause for her.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthika. Up next, we have Anurag Agarwal, founder and technical leader at GreenAC.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, so we are an air conditioning company, but our air conditioners are powered by garbage. So we can reduce your electricity bills, you can get rid of your plug, and you can be environmentally sustainable. Well, this is what our customers want. First customer was L&T. They wanted comfort cooling for their construction crew. So they have thousands and thousands of construction sites across the world, and they want to provide a comfort cooling. And using it electricity, which costs, temporary connections cost 16 rupees a unit at construction sites, so it's not viable to use conventional air conditioners. So this is how the unit works. So we use any kind of garbage, solar heat, steam, whatever you have as waste, whatever you're spending money to dispose. This gets converted into heat, and the heat is then converted into thermochemical energy, which is then, it's in liquid form, so the heat is converted into concentrated liquid that can be stored in a Syntex type of a tank. So you've stored energy, so your energy source may be intermittent, specifically when we talk about solar energy, and that is converted into a liquid form in a Syntex tank, and using that you can provide air conditioning 24 hours a day. So this is the technology. The technology is called liquid desiccant powered air conditioning. It's very simple. We dehumidify the air and then humidify the air. That's basically what it does. And on the other hand, once you dehumidify, you dilute your desiccant. and we concentrate that desiccant back using heat. So these are our models. We can go up to 30 tons of cooling. You can batch it all together. So we can provide up to 100 tons of air conditioning, for very large spaces. You can save up to 85% grid power. You can have fresh air. You can remove all the pollutants. And typically, we can provide a return on investment of less than 3 years. So that is very important because although you may be, environmentally sustainable, but nobody will buy your equipment unless you can provide them a good ROI. So there are other companies across the world who are developing similar technology. One such company is Blue Frontier AC, and Bill Gates invested about $20 million in this company. Apart from this, there are other companies across the world that are working on this technology. So this is our team, two Anurags, one slightly old, the other one very young, and both of us mechanical engineers. Both of us are very motivated to develop this technology. We have worked in the area of refrigeration and air conditioning throughout our lives. So that is where we are today. These are some of our installations. We talked about L&T. So at L&T in Tiruvallur, we provide 30 tons of cooling, 30 tons of air conditioning at their project office. And this air conditioning is provided using all the garbage that is collected at the construction site. This is the next project. So apart from us human beings, vegetables, fruits, animals, everything needs cooling. So this is a project that is currently live and running at the National Center of Cold Chain Development, where they wanted to reduce the storage costs of onion. So onions can overturn governments. So this is a 12.5 ton, a standard kanda chol, that you see in farms across Maharashtra. And this has been converted so that we can store onions from about 4 to 6 weeks to 6 months. So you can see solar heat collectors on the top, and on the right hand side you can see the green chill unit, the GreenAC unit, and this box that you see is filled with 12.5 tons of onion. So you can visit this. This is in Gurgaon at the National Center of Cold Chain Development. This is our unit at IIT Delhi. So this is at the Cooltech lab. And we've replaced conventional air conditioners with this GreenAC unit. So in the future, we're looking at projects with Indian Coast Guard. At Indian Coast Guard, we're going to use the engine exhaust on their boats to power up air conditioning. More projects with L&T construction, more kanda chawls to be for onions and other similar agriculture produces. At Brembo, Pune Brembo is they manufacture premium brakes for motorcycles across the world. So apart from this, the projects that we've submitted to Indian Railways, where we want to use the grease. So each one of these wagon servicing workshops generates 150 kilograms of waste grease a day. They need air conditioning. Air conditioning is going to be very expensive because electricity bills are going to be large. So we have proposed that we will use the waste grease to convert it to air conditioning. So whatever kind of waste that you have that's costing to dispose it of, we can convert it and save you money for air conditioning. So that's about it. Thank you. This is my contact, so you can take a photograph and call us up. Yeah, any questions, please?
We now open the floor for the Q&A. Any? Okay. There are many questions I see.
Thank you, sir. I'm just curious to know what is the proprietary part in the process? Is it that chemical or something else? Could you elaborate on that?
It is the complete engineering of it. So, like I said, there are other companies working across the world, but our designs are very suitable to India. So, across the world, when companies develop similar products, they want to save a little bit of power. But our condition would be that we want to use very little power. So we are at the opposite ends.
Sir, like a biodigester needs to be kept stabilized, constantly fed. Does your technology need to be constantly fed with the waste or kanda?
So in this technology, so you have a desiccant. The desiccant is regenerated whenever you have heat available. And that storage can be timed so that it can be synchronized with the heat availability. So in industries, you have waste steam, that is going out, that is being purged out. So you can time it and you can store this heat into a tank. You can build a large tank and synchronize it with the amount of heat or waste.
But it needs to be a constant supply of some source of
some source, yes. So you could have garbage, right? And that garbage could be converted into pellets and used to fire it up. You could have multiple sources.
We can take one last question if anyone wants. Anyone? Okay, then. Huge round of applause for Mr.
Yeah, thank
Anurag.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anurag. Up next, we have Shubham Singh, co-founder and CEO from Craste. A huge round of applause for Shubham, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Shubham Singh, co-founder at Craste. So at Craste, we are a sustainable materials company tapping into one of the world's largest unutilized material, which is agri waste, which some of us have been talking today. And as we know, it's a material which is usually burnt in India. India generates around 500 million tons of agricultural waste, leading to severe air pollution in North India. On the other hand, we cut around 400 billion trees for meeting our packaging or our building products requirement. 95% of the wooden panels which are used in the construction segment uses a carcinogenic chemical called as formaldehyde, which is another an indoor air pollutant. So we exist as Craste to solve all these problems. We have developed a full stack biomass platform where we can use multiple feedstock like rice, wheat, millets, mustard, sugarcane bagasse, you name it, we have worked on those raw materials. We have 2 patented technologies. We have got Indian and US patents on our tech. Our first technology is called as Omni Blend, which uniformly coats these straw particles with our formaldehyde glue, resulting in very strong crop fiber boards. Our second tech is a biomass fractionation technology, which separates core chemical components present in biomass like cellulose, lignin, hemicellulose, and these can be used for packaging applications or as bio-based materials for different industries. So our main flagship product is crop fiber board, which is India's first zero emission board made using 100% of agro residue. So this is how the board looks like. So our board is 2 times stronger as compared to the best selling particle board in India, 7 times better in moisture resistant. It is non-flammable, excellent material for construction applications. It can be used for your roofing, for your making your furniture, or for wall panels. In fact, should you get some time after this event, there is a store just 500 meters away by 1111, and they have made the entire stall using the Craste boards for their store. So we have de-risked our technology, thanking the Indian government for backing us up with a lot of government grants, which helped us to do the research and development at lab scale, scaling it to a pilot scale and to an industrial scale. So we are already TRL 9, where we are currently operating at 35 tons per day of scale. So with the Craste boards that you buy, you're not only building homes, but you're also helping rebuild our planet because we save trees as an alternative to timber. We also help in reducing the carbon dioxide. We've also done LCAs on our process. And the most important thing is we help our farmers earn secondary income by purchasing the crop residue. So our business model is inspired from a decentralized manufacturing, which Samir sir was also speaking in his talk, where we believe in local production for regional consumption. So these micro factories can be set up in different geographies across India where we directly buy the raw materials from the farmers. And the advantage of this decentralized factory is that the cost of logistics of the agro residue becomes cheaper. Otherwise, it's voluminous, it's bulky, and it kills the business model. So that is why we decided to go ahead with a micro factory, a decentralized concept. And most importantly, by creating these factories in rural areas, we are creating rural economy. As we know, 60% of India lives in our villages, and we need such kind of models which can help our villages, our farmers, empowering our economy. So these boards that we create in the rural areas are then sold B2B. We are currently having a distributor-led model because we want to reach to masses. We already have 4 distributors onboarded, and we are onboarding more distributors to reach to more pin codes across India. So about the market, just the board market is a $200 billion market. And if you look into the global segment, it is heavily dominated by boards which are particle boards and MDF board. But in India, the market has been dominated by plywood. The trends are now changing, and there is more adoption of MDF and particle boards in the home furniture segment, as maybe you would have also seen and experienced while maybe building your kitchen. So that's the market we are tapping in. Our second product line is tree-free packaging. We create pulp using our technology, which is food grade, it is pesticide-free, it is 100% compostable. We are currently working B2B with a lot of MNCs such as Nestle, AB InBev, Britannia. With Britannia, we did the NutriChoice biscuit packaging, so they make it using wheat and millet straw, the wheat and millet grains, and we use the straw to create a circular packaging for them. We have also got an LCA from Solar Impulse Foundation Switzerland, which states that our technology is 62.5% lower in carbon emissions as compared to the conventional wood-based technology. Our work has been recognized at several national and international platforms, including the President of India to the Mayor of South Korea in Seoul. We have been awarded as Best Innovative Startup this year by the Madhya Pradesh CM. So we are 2 co-founders. I am a chemical engineer from Imperial College London. My co-founder, Dr. Himansha, is a PhD and double postdoc from University of Cambridge. Together we are including farmers who are a very important part of our supply chain and our production. So that's about us, and we're also actively raising funds. So if there is any investors in the room, would be happy to chat later.
Thank you, Shubham, for the great pitch and for being on time. So we now open the floor for the Q&A.
So in comparison to the regular particle board, how does it compare in terms of cost?
Right. So in terms of strength, we are way superior. We compare ourselves as HDHMR boards, which are those high density, high moisture resistant board, and we are priced as per the HDHMR pricing. We are already price competitive in the market.
Any other question?
Yeah, so in terms of performance, and how do you see like it is evolving going forward? Is there, from the customer side, there is any challenge in accepting this kind of material, or no, it's being welcomed by them?
Right. So any new material, because it's a very new raw material, and as I said that we work with so many diverse raw materials such as mustard straw. Like it doesn't exist in the world, in fact, कि mustard से भी कोई board बना रहे हैं furniture के लिए. So we do a lot of awareness campaigns. For example, we partnered with Dassault Systems. They make planes, but they also make softwares which architects and designers can use, SolidWorks. So we do this all India furniture design competition where right at the college level, we are educating the students about our raw material. So all the top NIDs, they participate in the competition and they also become our future customers. So this is one example of awareness on what we do. And but yes, one very hard market that we have been able to crack are the distributors, because it's a very conventional market. So last year in Bangalore has been a beachhead market. We did around 800 meetings. Out of that 200 people actually got samples. 25 people, they tried, tested, dipped in water, screwed it, put it into fire. 11 people gave LOIs worth 6 year. So हम लोग तो यही बोलते हैं कि पहले इस्तेमाल करो फिर विश्वास करो. So that's our tagline going into the market and it's taking up well in the market now.
Brilliant. One more question I have. In terms of your business model, normally what I have observed, many of us would have observed, is that until the waste is not being taken by anyone, it's a waste. No value, very little value. You can get it for free. But the next day, once you have a business model around it and you say that I'm doing X, Y, Z out of it, then it becomes 5 times or maybe whatever. So how did you crack that challenge during your scale up?
Right. So when we started at the idea stage back in 2017-18, in fact, our thesis was that we have to incentivize the farmers first, right? Why are they burning the straw? Because they think it's a waste, right? So we wanted to change their narration कि नहीं waste नहीं है, ये wealth है. So we do want to pay them, and we focus on high value added products. So we can pay them almost 2 to 3 times more than the biofuel companies are currently paying them, right? So our focus has always been farmers first, where they get incentivized, they make money, and that is possible because of the high value addition with the straw.
Thank you, Shubham, for clearly answering this. I think we have too many questions, so we will take one question.
The name Craste? Yeah. Craste means cropless waste.
Hi, my name is Akum, and I am the founder of Akum Investment Strategy and Company. One question I'd like to ask you is that what is the biggest problem that you faced in terms of non-monetary advice? I mean, if you sort of get funding, what would be one area that you would like to solve for that could sort of help you scale your own company?
Yeah, so like we have invested a lot of time in research and development and technology, which we have been able to totally de-risk. And our current challenge and focus is basically on growth and sales. And that is the reason we are also raising funds to build our business team, also getting some expert people in the sales and marketing domain, especially from the industry. So that is currently which we are addressing, and we need funds for that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that was my question. Thank you.
Thank you for these many questions. So we are short of time, so we'll move on to the next startup.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Shubham.
you so much.
Thank you for answering these. Yeah.
Thank you, Shubham, for this amazing pitch, and thank you to the audience as well for being so engaged and asking so many questions to our founders. Up next, we have Ravi Kaushik, founder and CEO of Airth.
Hello, hi everyone. This is Ravi Kaushik. I am founder at Airth, and we have built the operating system for your AC. What we have done is we have done the hardest part first, that is selling a new product altogether, that is AC air purifier. We have literally sold this. Nobody's looking for it, right? With zero searches, how do you sell something? But we have sold 70,000 plus units. We have asked people in Delhi NCR to use their ACs during winter season. Just imagine that happening. At 20% marketing spent while creating a new category altogether for a product that nobody has been aware of. At operating 60% GM, which is software-like economics, we have 6 independent lab validations, 3 utility patents, only filter to be tested at BEE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency certified lab. IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, all top institutions of the country we have been tested at. Now, of course, we are living in a global health emergency, and our air is toxic, as we are all discussing. But the challenge is your AC is a body with a fan, a filter, and a cooling coil. Your air purifier, which you might be purchasing for 30 to 60,000 rupees, would be a body with a fan and a filter. So you already have this body fan filter configuration. Just upgrade the filter tech and start getting clean air. At the same time, your AC is leaking money because these mesh filter are unable to trap these particles, which then come to your cooling coil and make it clogged. You are actually losing money by operating your AC within a month's time, which I'll show it to you later. What we are doing is we have created this fuse for your AC and for your lungs. The internals of the AC will be better off. People know us just because of split ACs, but we have solutions for every type of AC, window, cassette, FCU, AHU, every type of AC. The counterintuitive discovery from customers that people are willing to pay 2,500 rupees to fix their AC, but not to fix their lungs. It might be surprising, but this is what we have figured out, and this is how your AC performance works. This is new AC or newly serviced AC. Within a month's time, you have 30 to 50% airflow drop, and you are operating at suboptimal region. So your input might be 1.5 kilowatts, but the output you will be getting might be 1 kilowatt. 500 watt loss. That's the operating cycle, but nobody is talking about the operational cycle, the life cycle of your AC. What happens when you put Airth is on day one, yes, there is 10 to 15% airflow drop because of additional pressure drop. But on a longer period of time, you are better off because you will have better airflow and lower power consumption. We've been tested in a BEE certified lab. After 3 months, AC with mesh filter, AC with Airth, and we had 37% higher airflow at 1.25% lower power consumption. We have tested in a BEE certified lab. Now, what is our GTM, which is B2C, which is 70% today. Our target is to get to 9 CR this financial year, which is Amazon and website. We are developing our consumer app to increase our repeat rate, which is 24% currently, to 50% or higher. Now, B2B, which we have started last financial year, has already become 30%. Luxury societies, you might be knowing DLF Magnolias Camellias. We have 152 apartments breathing Paris-like air because of us. Schools, we have more than 5,000 kids who are breathing clean because of us. Offices, so offices CEW, which was our partner in last session, their headquarter will be protected by us. If you go to any Tanishq or Titan showroom in Delhi NCR, the air you will be breathing will be through our filters. So that kind of impact we have made. UNDP, just here in this Lodhi Road, UNDP, they are breathing clean because of us. So we have made significant impact in B2B commercial spaces. And SSD network, this is what we are building. Just imagine the guy who's coming to do service of your AC will be now replacing the filter as well. So that is what we are building. India, just proof of concept, of course, but we are adding 10 million ACs every year. What we want to do is we want to make it global, and we have got responses and considerations from almost every continent on our planet. So I'm an aerosol scientist. I have worked on every technology known to humankind on air purification, and with top professors from IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, and some from US as well. There is nothing that we have not hands-on experience on in terms of air purification. We have great leadership team, and 15 people in core team, 25 people in operations team. And we can guarantee that every one of you here can be breathing Paris-like air quality this pollution season. You can have my number. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravi, for the amazing pitch and for being on time. So we now open the floor for Q&A.
Hi, thank you, Ravi. That was fantastic. Quick question, what is the shelf life of your product?
8 to 12 months, then you have to change the filters.
So what happens to this?
So it's a landfill waste, so you have to landfill, just like a solid waste.
Okay.
No hazardous waste.
All right, thank you.
Dust has to settle somewhere better on our filters than your lungs. One of these filter can eliminate 4 tablespoons of dust getting into your lungs. That's huge.
Why can't a major OEM like LG, Samsung just add this filter to their existing OC?
We are in discussion with almost all OEMs. Voltas has already launched a product with HEPA filter. We have sold more than them. With HEPA filter wala product, they have AC with HEPA filter. We have sold more than them.
No, so then what is the future for Airth? Why would a VC perhaps invest in Airth?
Because then Voltas ka AC, people are purchasing us, right? People are more happy to, you as a consumer, right? आपको 35,000 rupees का एक AC मिल रहा है. Will you purchase another AC for 41,000 rupees, 6,000, 7,000 का delta, just because they have HEPA filters? You will say नहीं यार मैं एक air purifier खरीद लूँगा क्योंकि अभी तो मेरा budget 30 का था, ये मेरे को 35 का बेच रहा है, 41 में क्यों लूँ? Right? This has happened. Voltas का है already.
Thank you, Ravi. So in the interest of time, we will not be able to take further questions. But in case someone has any question, please feel free to connect.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravi. Huge round of applause for him.
Also, you can see the air quality here. It's unfortunate, but all of us are talking about air quality. CO2 here is more than 3,000 ppm. Should be around 1,000, 1,200. Unfortunate part, right? Everyone is talking about air, and yet the air we are breathing is not good enough.
You are carrying a meter here?
Yeah, we have one. You can see there, almost 3,000.
3,000 ppm?
Yeah.
Sure to be?
There. On the table. PM 2.5 is good, of course, because air quality outside is really good. But CO2.
But then, what is your filter doing to CO2? Nothing.
No, we can. So that's what people think us only as a split AC ka product. But fresh air machines, again, kuch bhi hai, it's a fan and a filter. So to get clean air, fan, filter can be of different types, right? So anything we can upgrade, which is moving air.
So the number is 2913.
Yeah, but then air filter is doing nothing to CO2.
We, yeah.
Thank you, Ravi. Up next, we have Kevin Joshi from Respirer Living Sciences.
Great. Thanks, Ravi, for warming up the audience with the number. I'm Kevin Joshi. I'm product lead at Respirer Living Sciences. We are a climate tech startup building scientifically validated sensor-based air quality monitoring devices used in ambient and indoor air quality environments. We started in 2017 with a vision to leverage data at scale and democratize the data to address challenges due to poor air quality in India. Over the period of years, we have been partnered with IITB, IIT Kanpur, C-STEP, GIZ, and Microsoft Research for technological collaborations, and followed by our first equity funding from HPCL and MITI in 2022. Followed by which we have deployed about 100 plus sensors in collaboration with Google AirView Plus in India, and in 2022, and by 2025 we have now about 500 plus customers in the construction sector as well, using our devices for compliance and air quality reporting. By 2026 we are now expanding into the indoor air quality vertical through empanelment and for construction dust monitoring across India. The challenge, yes, a silent crisis, non-tangibles, takes a lot of slow dynamics to actually get into what air quality is. And the cost of reference grade monitoring, yes, it's prohibitive. The CAPEX and the OPEX cost of running a gold standard reference grade monitor is runs into crores of rupees. Right, and therefore the scalability and the accuracy of the devices come into the question that, okay, can we scale reference grade monitoring to a scale to a scale like India? And usually indoor AQ is ignored from our experiments and pilots with some of the customers in Pune, Delhi, Mumbai and Goa as well. We have seen that indoor air quality typically follows the outdoor air quality as well. So if your PM 2.5 is very high outdoors, it is more or less likely that it's going to be reflected in the indoors as well. The other parameters like CO2 as well, 3000, yes, it definitely makes you sleepy.
We request everyone to take the conversations outside and to maintain a decorum. Yes, please.
Thanks. Thank you. So what in terms of technological solutions that we provide outdoor air quality monitoring solutions for city scale and hyperlocal monitoring. We have about 700 plus devices installed at every block level in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. We have now new upcoming project in Mumbai, which has 75 units across the city. We monitor industrial emissions in terms of methane, GHG emissions, and dust monitoring with fence line monitoring at oil and gas industries. We are now specifically focused on the built environment, where we are monitoring the indoor air quality, thermal comfort, and energy consumption to provide solutions that are energy aware in terms of your indoor air quality and thermal comfort as well. So what we do is indoor air quality monitoring, give data at scale, and provide air quality monitoring for compliance for constructions, mining sectors in South Africa as well now, and towards landfills in India. These are our product lines. Atmostat is one of our basic primary monitors for PM 2.5, PM 10 temperature and RH. We have Atmos Nemo, which is a customizable model and also includes PM plus 4 gases, which are primarily constitutes of your AQI monitoring. We have Atmos MAPI, which is predominantly used for indoor air quality monitoring, and Atmos Data Hub is our proprietary data platform. In terms of market opportunity, we are looking at near to medium term obtainable market, which is about India's low cost energy, low cost air quality monitoring, and for the C40 cities network of about 1,000 CR. Asia Pacific and African market about 25%. Respirer has already addressed India, South Africa, Southeast Asia, and parts of Mozambique as well for mining opportunities. In terms of revenue growth, we have as compared to last financial year, we have been 230% growing in this year, and we have added 250 plus new unique customers in the previous financial years. Now completed about 50 plus cities in India and globally. And our revenue model is primarily focused on hardware, which is your one-time sell plus annual data and subscription for analytics. We have been recognized by National Startup Awards 2020, DPIP certified, NASCOM Emerge 50 Awards, and most recently the Panasonic Ignition 3.0. We are funded by HPCL and Venture Center as well through MITI. And our team consists of Ronak Sutaria, who's the founder and CEO, Kevin Joshi, and we have other members of the team who are specializing in electronics, hardware, data analytics, and climate science. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. We can now open the floor for the Q&A. Any questions? Any questions for Kevin? Or any feedback?
Sorry? What are these products priced at? A general PM 2.5 monitor would go about 40,000 plus, depending on the configuration that you are asking.
Why are these so expensive? Like, even at the home level, if you get a PM 2.5 monitor, decent one is still 10K. And if you can't measure, you can't convince people to make these changes, right?
I got that.
So I'm just curious about that.
This product that I just talked about is not meant for D2C sale.
No, I understand that, but I'm wondering, why are these, in general, the monitors so expensive? Because you can't convince people if you don't have data, but the average person doesn't have data because they don't want to spend 10K on a monitor, right? At all. So what is the way to solve for this?
So, see, the solution, as I mentioned in the first, the reference grade monitors, those are out of league. Those runs into crores of rupees, has absolutely higher capex and opex. So these are sensor-based monitoring approaches which are comparatively very fairly low priced. These are low-cost sensor-based monitoring approaches which are meant to. So, for example, if I want to have a city with 150 nodes of monitoring sites, these are the ones to go for. For a B2C market, we are exploring that, but the price point at which this B2C market is currently priced is slightly competitive in terms of manufacturing in India itself.
I'll discuss this later with you. Thanks.
So, in the interest of time, we'll not be taking further questions. So, thank you, Kevin. Thanks. Huge round of applause for him.
Thank you, Kevin. Up next, for the final startup of the day, I'd like to invite Abhishek Garg from Cosmic Healers.
Hello everyone, good evening. So my name is Abhishek Garg. I am here representing Cosmic Healers Private Limited. So I guess the PPT is opening. So we are basically working into the mechanization space in the urban sanitation department, wherein most of the cleaning per se in the industry in the country region currently is happening through a manual sweeping activity, traditional basis. So while on the one side, on the technical side, we are moving towards the AI, while on the other side, we are still moving towards the traditional side of the only. I will show you some of the videos which was taken by myself only into the Connaught Place area. So these were the recent videos which was taken by myself, and you can see that person, he's enjoying that sweeping. He's polluting that, and he is even it is a healthy concern from his traditional sweeper as well, and moreover it's not cleaning anything. So what is the objective of the sweeping? None. And even though na bhi kare, it's better than he does not do that. So it is better in that state. And these are some of the videos at Sardar Patel Marg, which is right beside the President Estates. So this is the condition of our country in the level of cleaning, that what we are doing on this space. So that is the major problem of the air and per se, and this causes a lot of different pollution as well. So it does not only hamper the air, it also hampers your soil, it also hampers the water pollution, and it all goes into the drainage systems. So for this problem, we have created a product which is a kind of vacuum cleaner for streets and for roads, or for the markets, you can say. So it's a very simple mechanism. So it's a vacuum cleaner, big vacuum cleaner. A person can walk along with it, and it can ride on with it. So it is battery operated, EV operated, and it can be operated anywhere very easily with a single person. And that sweeper can be trained to operate that machine. These are some of the reference images on how this machine can be operated. So it is not just that I can say that this is a vacuum cleaner and what the impact it gives to you. So there was a study conducted by an independent agency that is named as Idle Foundation. So these machines were hired pilot basis by the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, 8 numbers, at the time of G20. Post that, this Idle Foundation did the study in the Karol Bagh and Patel Nagar region, wherein they took 30 days of data, like what type of collection is happening and what type of quantity that we are collecting in. So there was an astonishing number of 17% in the 65,000 item list. That was gutka packets and cigarette butts. So most of the traditional sweepers, or even though any of the sweeping mechanism here in India, cannot collect this type of waste. So it is very, very, very difficult to collect this type of minute waste. And the only way this waste goes through is, one is through the burning of the waste, second into the drainage system, or third into the soil. And it takes a lot of time, like minimum 10 years to decompose these kind of filters that there are in the cigarette butts, or maybe the MLPs. So MLPs is very difficult to recycle, and that too very small gutka packets. Plus, that is also the major impact that causes into the municipality system, which leads to the road water logging and the road breakage of the road. So this is also one of the impact of this. So this idea was created by our founder, Dr. JPS Bakshi. So he's a professional doctor, but he thought that rather than treating one of the person, he thought to prevent he thought it as a preventive healthcare mechanism to touch lives all together at the same point of time. So this is some of the deployment that we have done on the pilot basis, but still there's a lot of number that can be deployed into the Indian context. Currently, in the numbers context, so we have deployed under 250 machines, but in the Indian context, it can go up to 20,000 minimum, bare minimum. So that's the TAM of the area. Some of the municipalities, some of the CSR companies are willing to initiate this kind of products, but still it's a long way to go. So that is why we are not trying to sell the machine. So we are opting in for the hiring of the machine. So that's the idea behind us. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek, for the great pitch. We now open the floor for the Q&A. Any questions? Okay.
Are you manufacturing these machines here in India?
Yes, we
Where?
manufacture Punjab, Deravasi.
Deravasi.
Deravasi, yes.
Okay. And you're here means you're looking for funds.
So yes, one is that we need funds. So the model is that we are not trying to sell the machines to the municipalities. So none of the municipalities are now want to buy the machine. They want to operate it on the hiring model, like the service level agreements. So for that, we are a very small company, and that is why we would need funds to operate this machine, to invest into the capital part. Second part is, yes, we would like to increase the reach of these machines as well, these kind of solutions. So currently, most of the companies are focusing towards mechanical road sweepers. You must have seen in India, there are a lot of push that people are going for the black tops, but not for the adjacent areas.
Any other question if we have? Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
Abhishek.
so much.
Thank you for taking the question. So